How will this debate impact voters in the other battleground states, such as Nevada, where Trump and Harris are tied in the latest polling? Joining us now is Megan Barth, editor of the Nevada Globe. Megan, welcome.
Thanks so much, Chanel. Good to be with you.
Hey, so on the trail, Nevada is one of the key states that pollsters have been watching. They're looking at Nevada because, Trump is polling a lot better there than they expected. What's going on?
Well, I think it's really driven by the economy. In the West, specifically the mountain states like Nevada, our inflation rate exceeds 20%. And so the cost of living for the average Nevada household has increased over $30,000 actually each year since 2011. And that's just inflationary costs. So I think if it is about the economy, stupid, people will vote, as James Carville once said, people will vote with their pocketbooks. And I believe that they believe that under Donald Trump's economy, they were obviously doing a lot better off, $30,000 better off than the Kamala Harris Biden administration.
Well, on the other hand, you have the Kamala Harris, Tim Walz campaign continuing to advocate to the American people very vague policies. And Tim Walz has now waltzed into Nevada. He's holding rallies while wildfires are raging in your state. And I still can't discern what exactly the Walz-Harris message is. Perhaps he's a little more clear about what this administration could look like under his watch.
Within the last, I believe it was 24 or 48 hours, the Harris campaign finally released their policy positions. And when you look at them, you have to realize that there's not a lot of meat on that bone. I think there's a lot of hopeful and wishful thinking, but it looks like it's just saturated with government subsidies. And as we've experienced for the last 3 years, government spending causes inflation. The subsidies she outlines specifically for first-time homeowners does not delineate between American citizens and illegal aliens or undocumented immigrants. And she is proposing that she's going to give a down payment assistance, I think it's up to $25,000 or so, to each and every person who has paid their rent for 2 years, which is going to do nothing to bring down the costs of housing. Nonetheless, we have a wildfire, as you note, and thank you for noting that, raging here, basically in my backyard, just a couple miles away. We have not been evacuated yet. But Tim Walz was supposed to have a campaign rally here today. He canceled that, and then he rescheduled it as a quote-unquote campaign event. So he just landed about 10 minutes ago. At the time when our first responders are stressed to the max, our police and our airspace should be reserved to fighting a wildfire that is 0% contained. 14,000 people have been evacuated to date. Those evacuations may increase because the winds are going to increase here. But I don't think we can expect, or at least Nevadans can't expect, Tim Walz to throw on his National Guard uniform and assist with the Nevada National Guard in putting out this raging wildfire that remains uncontained some 48 hours later. He's simply going to come here, meet with supposed legal experts, some campaign staffers and volunteers in Reno, and then leave a short time later to Las Vegas for a campaign rally.
It just seems so tone deaf, and considering, I know that politicians are famous for taking advantage of situations like this and, using it for the campaign. But in this case, it just seems so inappropriate. Going to another topic that's big on the Nevada scene, Nevada Supreme Court sided with Democrats 5-2. They removed Jill Stein from the ballot. That's the Independent Party candidate. So much for democracy.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.